The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
Edgerrin Cooper on the start. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Forward, 2nd and 7. 13. Burden, the man on the move. Jackson now on 2nd down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
To return, it's Nixon. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Here we go. 50 Green. Ready?
Throwing to begin is Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
On the set.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Down. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Claws red. Blue 32. Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down throw for Love.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Third and inches.
Set, hut. Red, 38. 22 needle. Ready.
To throw is Love. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
It's clear from that third down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on fourth down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket. On the defensive side of the field, now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
Yellow, 43. Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
They'll go for it. Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
The offense retains possession.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal.
Ready.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Jason Sanders set to
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
24-yard gain.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make
no chance at all. He'll go down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made there by Waddle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Murphy on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Ready,
7.
set.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So after 1, it's the Packers on top. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment.
Set. Steal.
We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Hut.
Now Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3rd and 7.
Hut.
On play action, Love.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. That's to Waddle again.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
At the Packers' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Jackson forced to his right. Off he goes.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson, this a design run. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Great job with his legs. On the move for 15 and moving the chains with a 1st down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he's in! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 10-7.
Packers 10, Vikings 7.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That one reeled in by Golden. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Set. Hut.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On the return is Jones. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield. Off the play fake. The Packers have it. Inside the 40. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Second down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here now, 3rd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Packers have recovered the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Throwing on second down, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he will get into the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately, He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson sending it deep for Waddle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Down. Black ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. Look at the big man go. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 55 yards on the game.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Got it. Set.
Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get it free.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Vikings
Jackson now to throw on first down. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
24 more yards.
A gain there of 24 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Rolling right. Now he'll run it.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Lucas Van Ness. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him one more here in week 2. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. An even 40 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
Cut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready. Red 38. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guy.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers Packers will extend this third quarter lead.
34, Vikings 10.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson looking to throw. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. Jackson. Forced out wide. He'll take off again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
13. Nice on.
Now, Jackson. Out to his right. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set, hut. You, yellow, 52 blue. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. On the move left. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
39-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. On the run to the right. A throw on the move is caught.
Right.
On 2nd down, Love. Flush to his right. There he goes again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's set up.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10.
Claws red. Hut, hut.
To throw is Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Packers.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Come on, set. 33, yellow.
On second down, Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Green Bay first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a...
And he's in! Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. Another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 5. The design run here with Jackson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Minnesota.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10. To throw is Jackson. Moving to his right. He'll run again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Second down, Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. 60
Back to the air once more on second down. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
He'll swing that out wide. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Ready. Ready.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Ready, set. Here we go. Ready.
Back on the ground and back to Wright. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Ready up. Ready. Hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving outside the pocket. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Vikings 31.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Ready, break. Set.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's the tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. 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 I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. How is it, B? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. How is it, D? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. Tricky, huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, funky, bringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far. A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then she dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. Moses.